Good day, spiritual people. Welcome to the All Things Spirituality podcast with Cyril Perkamson. This is not an interview. This is a conversation between two people, me getting to know about the next person, her beliefs, her spiritual views. So today it's a very special episode because today it's not spirituality, but it's spirituality. Today we're talking about mental illness, and I have a very special guest here. She goes by the name Nonhlanhla Dayimane. How are you?
I'm okay.
Nice. So first things foremost, can you introduce yourself to the people? Who are you? And then the topic, mental illness, how are you fond of?
Hi everyone, my name is Nonhlanhla Dayimane. I'm from Social Organization Leaders, where we talk about mental health, we deal about mental health from young people, childhood trauma, to teenagers and to elders. This is my passion because I've been through so much in my life that when I was young, I always wanted to be a social worker, so I didn't get the chance. So now I'm opening my own NGO.
That's so far. What's the name of the NGO?
Social Organization Leaders.
Okay, that's nice. So who goes and seeks help or an organization?
Everyone. We start from young children to teenagers, to mothers, and to grannies and elderly people. So for teenagers, it's more important because now it's the stage where they're confused. Most of them, they don't know how to deal with their feelings or to be self-aware because there are a lot of things happening at home, here at school. I have to pass my grades, but then now I'm struggling here at home. There are situations that are happening that I can't change as a teenager, but then they are happening and I can't change them. So now I'm just confused, and that's where they go to alcohol, drugs, because they can't change anything. They just stay, and then some of them leave school, teenage pregnancy. You stay with the abusive partner because you just you gave up on life.
So the whole understanding about mental illness when it comes to me is depression, anxiety, or post-traumatic stress disorder. What's mental illness?
I can't explain it, but
Simplest form, okay, examples. You can share examples.
it's not knowing how to deal with the feelings and looking for help outside because you don't know how to deal with you and your feelings. You haven't gotten that chance to deal with your feelings. So all these emotions are coming, you don't know how to deal with them.
Oh, so it's not a mindset thing, it's a...
Both.
It's both.
Yes.
So have you faced mental illness depression or trying to commit suicide?
So many times, the suicide thing I can count and out of my fingers because I've been through so much in life that ending my life at that moment, it was okay, this is what I have to do to just give myself peace, but I got through it.
So at what age was the first encounter of you trying to commit suicide?
I was 15 and I was staying with my grandmother in KZN. So what happened was, because I was what's this word?
You are...
What's this word? I was everywhere. I didn't know. I was rebellious. Yes, I was rebellious because I didn't know how to deal with my feelings, and those things that I was thinking, it was things that happened to me and no one talked to me that this was wrong. This guy wasn't supposed to touch you like this. So when I got to KZN and I went to school, I faced bullying. On top of that, I faced bullying. When I faced bullying, and my grandmother, when I come home, she'll be complaining or trying to make me feel small. So with that too, I tried to put paraffin and pills and drink them, but they didn't work. I just vomited.
So besides your granny, there were no people around that you can speak to, tell them about the bullying or the touching, like teachers or Boandi or the support structure. Did you have any support structure besides your granny?
At that time, I didn't have really support structure, because when I would tell my grandmother like that what happened, they'd be like, but then it happened long time ago. Why are you still worried now? So like it's something that like I didn't have like the support, because it's emakaya indaba zakho, that's all. And then I will teach, I will try like to write it down when you're doing LO, this is what happened to me and this is what I'm dealing with at home. But then they'll just mark it and bring it to you. So I didn't have that counseling.
So how did you get help? Because now I believe I've known you for like a year or two, and you seem to be an amazing person. But you healed. Are you healed or what? Like,
I'm in a journey of healing. I'm in a journey of healing. What was the question?
how did you get help? Or as now, since you're saying you're in a journey of healing, what's the help that you're getting now?
Now,
Like counseling, speaking to your friend, speaking to Uma, Gogo, or like organizations.
I'm talking about it. I'm the awareness. I'm talking about it. I'm taking it out. I'm writing about it. So like now, like it's in a journey of me healing. It's like talking about it. And like if you asked me this 3 years ago, 5 years ago, I'll be like crying right now. But then now I'm healing. I'm like I know that things that happened to me were not my fault. I didn't deserve that, but that was not my fault.
So your advice for someone who's dealing with this, really saying like talk about it, write there on social media and captions. Saying like, because I guess someone out there living in tough times now, so you can advise someone there who's facing such situations.
Social media, I don't think social media, everyone has their opinion. So if you're going to write it on social media, like expect flames.
Especially Twitter, they can
Exactly, expect flames, because everyone like will like have suggestions in your life. But then write about it in a journal. Write about it, writing about it, praying about it, pray about it. Most important, pray about it, write about it, get out of your room. Don't stay in your room, get out of your room. Find something that you love. Nothing beats talent. Find something that you love.
That's dope. So like, to add on that, like me growing up, I had this thing of being short-tempered. You see, when something happens, I react, or respond. And then my mom used to think I'm facing like mental illness, things like that. You see. Do you consider that as part of mental illness, like mood swings or short temper or what?
Yeah, consider it as mental health. Yes, because now you are mad at the world, you're angry at everyone. So if you come to me and be like, like my if like I'll just go out on you like, yeah, don't tell me this, don't tell me this, don't tell me that. It's part of it, because you're still angry. You just have to give yourself time and understand your feelings, and just if you're in a heated moment by that time, just give yourself, take a walk, listen to yourself, and then come back to the person.
So do you tell, like let's say you have depression or you have what? Do you tell your friend or your siblings, or you keep it to yourself? You face your own demons, like on that situation. You need to answer.
Talking about it helps, because
because you can't tell everybody. For example, I was raped. Nah.
Someone like that you trust, like a friend, a social worker, someone you know that like they won't just tell everyone. If I tell you and then you won't just tell everyone, yeah, just like, oh, Mzulu to tell me. But then tell someone that you trust. Tell someone who has like, and tell someone who's going to listen, then who's act judge and afune like who pendula yena or yena abe therapist.
When I was doing my matric, I had a friend, Bambi Zupoto. She would see like everything was good, we are happy, we were together, like she was my Bible. And then when we got our results, okay, when I passed, and then yeah, she committed suicide because she failed. On someone who's like maybe matric now, and then man failure, the world has ended, or what? There's a solution that you can.
There's always a solution. Like
What
ending
can
your
she
life.
do on that situation? You fail matric, bonka bangan back, your friends they passed, we in that situation.
First of all, you're not your friends. We are all different. We come from different backgrounds. So if you're going to fail and then end your life, what if like my family, like what about them? What are you leaving to them? But then if you're going to fail and be like, okay, those parts are failed. What else? Go on with life. Find something that you can do with your hands. Find somewhere like where you can like maybe see your talent. Just prove to people that you can do it. You're not here by mistake. God put you here. You're not here by mistake. You have a talent. You have something. Something is in you. But then don't just give that up because of matric. Who said like to be successful you have to have matric?
That's dope. Do you have a kid? Do you have a child?
Yes, I have a kid.
Is a boy or a girl?
He's a boy.
How old is he?
He's 3 years old.
3 years. And you got the baby when you were?
I was 20.
So, like the community around you, or family, or friends, like or your peers, when you got that child at the age of 20, how was the reaction like?
The reaction was fine. It wasn't bad. It was just
They
fine.
didn't judge you.
Nah. Some judged me because bengakasebenzi, so like it's uba nengane uzoyondla ngani, uba nengane. Not like ngimncane, but then uba nengane uzoyondla ngani. But
you feel it when they were judging you. You felt it. And if yes, how you dealt with it?
No, I didn't feel it. It was that point in my life which like we are kuluma, then what? As long as we are kuluma, I'm kuluma, so it's fine.
Because I was seeing this lady, she's the same age as me, like 26, and then I was making on her, then giving me share, as I'm sharing, and then I'm asking her, Uguti, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? I'm trying Uguti, it's getting my child. And then I was like, that's the worst thing. And then it's not really, but so I can imagine as a woman, a young lady, you feel some type of way.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't say it's like it's a mistake, it's the worst thing that happened. It's not.
But I don't know why she felt like it was a mistake.
I expect like I got my child unexpectedly. But then I know put condom whatever. But I got pregnant. But then I had to accept it emotionally.
Oh, you need to accept it.
Like now I'm going to have a human, then now I have to like stand up and do things. Sometimes it's like your motivation. Yes.
I feel like I'm getting therapy. You're healing me, yeah? Yeah, the episode is dope. Okay, so tell us about like your organization. What are your plans for it?
My organization is to help like young women.
You can look at the camera.
My organization is like to help young women, ladies and elderly to like start knowing how to be self-aware about their feelings, about themselves, and never give up. Just keep on going, even if you don't have matric, even if you like feel like you failed in life. But then we, as the organization, we are going to bring skills to the community so that we can teach you skills, so that you can open a business. Learn new things, go out there, be out of your comfort zone, especially.
That's dope. So it's only for women or men, male, boys?
We are starting the male one, but not now. But then we are starting the male one. We need a man in our group because it's just women.
Okay. Who's there? You and can add. It's you and you and Ba.
It's me, Winnie, Wendy, and Ujuda. We are 4 ladies.
That's dope. For actually starting such thing, we need this in the community, especially Emakaya, as you said, Uti, when you were still living in the rural areas, in KZN, and you didn't have the support structure. So I think also you need to go there and
that is our vision, to open like branches around KZN, Eastern Cape. We want to be everywhere because we want to help everywhere. We want to be there for everyone everywhere.
That's dope. So, as you're speaking like this, what's the cause of depression or anxiety or mood swings? The cause? Do you inherit it from your family or what? Or what's the cause of it?
I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I think like I took it from my mother because like she was like, she had lots and lots and lots of mental issues, but then she didn't address them because it was that time of like, you just go to the bottle when you just are not feeling okay. So when she was pregnant with me, she would drink, she would smoke until she was like literally 8 or 9 months. She would be doing that, and then when I was like born, my dad did the same thing because my mom left me. It's the whole situation. So it's like from my parents, started with my parents, and now it's me. But then me now, I won't let it affect me like
and your child as well.
Yes.
So, like, what are you doing for you to prevent your child to face the same situation?
Let
it or going out, you make sure about this or like.
Let him address his feelings. Like even small children like feel sad sometimes. If you don't say, "Mom, I'm quite right," and then be like, "Hey, my son tells you he's 3, but then he can talk." Just like.
So my team you shouldn't take that like.
Yes. Why are you upset? What made you upset? If I am into sorry, if you shout it out of nowhere, I'm like, okay, sorry, because now it doesn't mean it's like if like in Tetisile, I have the right to say, I'm sorry. You know what I did, why I did that. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Just talk to the kids.
So, what help would you like? Maybe there's someone watching there is willing to help. Like, what help would you like for your organization? Because already now it's the first platform. It's gonna be out on YouTube in a week. And then, like, what help would you want? Like, if there's a therapist, maybe they can do like pro bono, or maybe if you need funding, money, so that you can go to rural areas and tackle the issues we face as a country. What help would you?
I would like therapists out there to help us when like we need like, because we have to offer people therapies because I'm not trained for that. I don't know anything about therapy, so I have to offer. If someone's telling me that this is like I'm struggling with this, so I can't be like, oh, I can tell you this and that and that. So we need like therapists, we need like funding so that we can like contribute food parcels and pads to teenagers, and that like we can give people some hope, yes, because I'm planning to even start a shelter where like we take kids with depression and then put them there and then like teach them skills, teach them how to deal with it. We need those things, and we need like people to like guide us.
That's dope, that's what's up. So is mental health or mental illness part of spirituality? That's a good question. Because I'm thinking like, though I feel like it is like, but can you make me understand what is part of spirituality? Because I feel like it is, but like at what form, what sense? Because I haven't, besides mood swings and short tempered, I haven't dealt with such issues, né? So I don't know if it's coming from the soul or it's coming from just the mindset or nah. Like,
so That's why I said pray about it. Like my dad like is religious. He was religious. So like me and God, we are so close. So that's why I say pray about it. So I think it's kind of spiritual, but then some say it's not spiritual. But I think personally it's kind of spiritual because when God can heal anything.
Well, you say you believe in God.
Yes.
And are you Christian?
Yes, I'm Christian.
You believe in Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And then you believe in ancestors.
Yes.
So you pass and everything.
I don't do that. They do it at home, but then because I grew up in that environment where we like pray and then we so cut some coma the next day. So it's not something like that's gonna get unbelievable because I believe amadlozi the part of God. So if ngithandaza uNkulunkulu, I even tell him, but I know he's the creator of all.
Yeah.
So I even tell him, uNkulunkulu, unomama nobaba lapho, cela ungikhulumele nabo or bless them too. So like I believe ukuthi siyahlangana. Some say ahlangani, but I believe ukuthi siyahlangana.
Are you in a relationship? Ungamphiki baba. Now you're on camera. So no more now. Ungamphiki, yeah.
It's complicated. Yes.
You are in a relationship.
Yes.
So yeah, now believer or not? Jesus, ancestors or?
He believes in both.
Okay, so when you can date, even if you believe in like Muslim or what, or do you have a certain people that you deal with?
I've never dated a Muslim, so I don't.
You don't mind?
Yeah.
And then your child, like when he grows up, ufuna athathe which side? The ancestral side, the Christianity, like ufuna athathe which one?
Okay, first I think like uNkulunkulu mele amazi, but then if he decides yena ukuthi like I believe ukuthi uNkulunkulu ayazi masemdala, that's up to him. But then for me as a parent now is for me to teach him and then letting him make his own decisions when he's older, when he understands everything. So he can believe in God and he can believe in the ancestors. But then right now, the only way is God. And then now when he grows up, he can decide.
Like teaching him to pray.
Yeah, we pray every time he eats.
Oh.
Every time. Yes, he knows God bless our
At
food
the age
before
of
he
3, I
eats.
don't think I was praying.
He knows how to
Maybe
pray.
10 years, the age of 10. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. Today's episode was special because as a country, like facing the COVID pandemic, we lost jobs, others were retrenched. Now, like people are depressed, we are not in the right state of mind or being. So, to people that are here, Vasti, any question for us here? Tabising, Chidi, Hazel, questions.
I have a question.
What's your question?
I mean, the thing with a lot of people is that you care too much when people think about you. Why not just get rid of that? Then it doesn't really matter.
That's a good question. So, like, you don't have to care about what people think, or should you care?
You don't have to care, but it's not easy at first. It's not something that you can't just do it. You have to like prepare yourself to be like, you know what, I don't care who says what, who says in. So like I can handle me. I know me. If you know you, that's the perfect world with you. If you know you, just know you, and then you'll know what you don't care what other people are saying. Yes, exactly.
Well, so you shouldn't care about people.
No, people don't do anything for you.
Because like I was Vasti, like the executive producer of the episode, before we were setting up, we're talking about you don't have to care, but you need to protect the image. What's your take on that? Like you need to protect the image. Like
But
I don't know, we were just
But even if you can protect the image, someone will try to destroy that image. So if you don't care, you know yourself, you know your image, you know who you are. So like if someone is trying to destroy you, or anyone who's trying to say, oh, they're doing this, oh, he's like this, oh, she's like this, they don't know you. They just know just your body and your face or your smile or what you want them to know.
That's what's up. Type saying,
question is, how do I deal with depression at home?
How does one deal with depression at home? That's
At home. First,
like at home when there's family, Uma, Baba, or alone in your room.
Like, how do I handle it?
How do you handle depression at home?
if you have someone to talk to at home, you can talk to that person. But then if you don't have someone to talk to, I think writing about your feelings.
Journaling.
Yes, journaling helps with you understanding your feelings, understanding how you felt. And then by that, you can know that this is how I feel and this is how I have to deal with those things. So like talking to someone at home that can help you, or reaching out there, because home, it's a safest place, but then it's also isolating you. You have to go out there, push yourself to go out there.
Because I can imagine like a guy like Uri Kirik, the guy was famous, had all the money, driving the nicest cars, and then him committing suicide, which means anyone can do it.
Yes.
Like depression is for black people or white people?
It's for everyone. Doesn't have color.
There's a blue that committed suicide.
They do. Like it doesn't have color, it doesn't have age, it doesn't have, I don't know, like it doesn't have anything. It affects everyone, and when it affects you, you'll think like you're alone in this world. Nothing that matters. You feel alone, you feel like isolated, you feel like everything is just shutting down and you're just there standing.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ricky. So to close things off, any other question? Chidi, what's your question?
Alright, my question is for the guest, Nonhlanhla. I wanted to know when you're being like a quote unquote, like a therapist to some people, right? Doesn't it get too much to listen to sometimes? And does it make you feel, like, for instance, to be a therapist, you have to be like extremely sympathetic. Was it empathetic? Sympathetic. No, sympathetic is like I feel sort of pain. Empathetic. Yeah, you have to be empathetic.
That's a good question.
So someone's thing. And while you are in that space of empathy, do you not feel like, hey, this is too much to bear? That you could cry too for this person?
I could have asked that question. That's a good question. Like, don't you feel like about my best and it's too much now? Like, people can tell you like, put in repeal, 4 men rape me. That's too much. So
for them, you can just listen to them. You don't have to like put your
to you,
opinions.
when someone comes to you and clearly the problem, doesn't it feel overwhelming?
No, it doesn't, because I'm there to listen. I'm not a therapist. I'm just there to listen, give them an ear. If I have to cry with them, then let's do it. Because it's like close to you to getting to healing. You're talking about it. That's your first step. So if I'm there just to listen to you and we have to cry about it, let's cry about it. But I'm not a therapist, so I won't tell you anything. I'll just listen to you.
Did she answer you?
Yeah.
That's what's up. So in every episode, when we're finishing, we ask this question. So you, Nonhlanhla Dayimane, what's a perfect world to you? When you're saying now this world is a better place, what's a perfect world to you?
Perfect world to me, it's when like we as people
Can you look at the camera?
we as people can like unite, no judgments, talk about our feelings, listen to each other, have like a safe space for all of us, like not worrying that when I tell you something you're going to tell your next door neighbor, and then your next door neighbor will do it to another one and stuff. And then a perfect world to me, it's where like kids are able to be kids. Kids are able to be kids and teenagers are able to be teenagers, not worrying that I won't be eating tomorrow, or like we don't have food at home, or like I don't have pets, I don't have this. Like let kids be kids, and us as old people, we can handle our problems and not give it to our children.
That's what's up. So me, I won't tell you to like or subscribe because we're not planning to be famous. We want to have an impact on people's life, trying to educate and inform. So if you want to watch the episode, you can watch. If you don't want, you don't have to watch. So tell the people there on camera where do they find you if they want to talk to you. Facebook, Instagram, email. Tell the people.
On Facebook, I'm Nonhlanhla Dayimane. On Instagram, Nonhlanhla Dayimane. It's like all Nonhlanhla Dayimane, my handles. And then our social organization is Social Organization Leaders on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook.
Yeah, today, thanks for having you as our guest. Today's episode was the one.
Thank you.
Yeah.